How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day. Hopefully everyone, is excited about what's to come here. I'm going to go over a lot of stuff here with the conversion. You're already seeing people freak out. I'm going to explain a lot of things to people to help people understand how this is a great, great, great thing for all of us. Um, Billy's getting his operation, everybody. Little Billy's getting his operation, and now what you got is a lot of people don't understand, and they're seeing a lot of people screaming, bitching, and moaning. The doctors, I told you, around Billy's table, they're throwing tantrums right now. You got all these people screaming at the top of their lungs in videos. You got people drunk videos left and right. Guys, relax. We're going to get into this video quite a bit here, so I'm excited for this. I really am. I'm going to break down a lot of things, what this means going forward for the movement, for the squeeze play, for AMC. Here's the thing. This opens up so many roads, so many variables. And this is why I'm telling everybody to just calm down on what you hear with a lot of people for these next couple weeks. You got 10 days that is going to be absolutely fucking crazy. It's going to be some fun. Just grab your popcorn. If you want to make some plays on the news and everything. See, a lot of people right now are upset because they said the same thing. And this is what I heard all day. Yeah, this is so great for us because the stock price plummeted and then Ape went up. Well, here's the thing. They went up around the same percentages. So what does that tell you? It was also after hours. So who's after hour buyers? Most of the time after hour buyers are institutions. So what you had is institutions that they don't care. They're not attached to the play like we are. So they don't give a shit about positions in that. What they're going to look at is just money opportunities. That's what they do. That is literally what they do. They're money-making firms. So what you saw, also just saw based on percentages alone. Those firms sold in the after hours. They sold AMC. They got Ape ahead of the game. And they got it at that price, and now they're going to be ahead and play the conversion. Now, a lot of people are hearing that and see the shorts. No, that doesn't necessarily mean the shorts. Who knows what it could be? You could have Antares, you could have a whole bunch of situations going, well, if this is going to convert, I now have my arbitrage play in price, and I'm going to do that. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of people react so fast. Oh my God, it's devastating. The news, it killed it. It killed everything. Look at the price went down. And like I said, all this is after hour movement. It's them. They're trying to get ahead of... It's like every time, you guys, think about this. What always happens? News comes out Friday, so they can go ahead in the after hours, get ahead of the market, get ahead of the game. They need to get all of their fluff pieces out for the media ready. They need to they need to control the narrative all weekend, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's the same thing. No, it was just institutions seeing an opportunity to move. Not many retail investors were like, fuck, I gotta sell after hours. A lot of them don't even know how to do that. Like I said, everyone's just got to relax. Don't just freak out off instant news like that. But in instant price action, I feel like we should learn by now about that. We've been in this place so long. Even when great news happens, you're profitable, what goes down. They're always going to, like I said, they're ahead of their shit. Just relax and just, shit's going to happen out. Yeah, Tony, I don't know. I don't really want to get into that really hardcore. I don't know what the fuck that was. I honest to God don't know what the fuck that was. If he sold, he's happy with his stuff, whatever. If you held that long. And here's the thing. Tony, you always said that you believe that, and I believe this too. Ape and AMC's price are going to equal out. They're going to get a lot closer. And you were so excited that you sold on an after hours apparently at the top that you say, but in your own logic, and then you say, we think logically here, but in your own logic, my friend, you think Ape and AMC will equal out. Well, that means Ape should still rise. So if you were going to paper hand, and according to your own logic, wouldn't you at least wait till the price you thought, according to your own logic, it would hit? I don't know. I'm not here to judge people. If you got to sell, if you do whatever you want to do at this point, you make your own decisions. I've said that the whole way. I'm not here to just crush everybody what they did. But, just remember who sold. Remember who's done what. Remember who says the things that go against you. And here's the thing. A lot of people that are mad about this are people that bought high. They have high cost averages. And they're like, man, now I need the squeeze to get to this number to get this. But here's the thing. You've always needed it to squeeze, to get profitable. And this is one of the things with those people that have high cost averages. Go to my page. I've been screaming this at the top of my lungs forever. If you have a high cost average, APE at 88 cents is your ticket. That's your way to get out of that. That's like when it converts, all of a sudden you're at $8.88 or $8.80. You can lower that average drastically. And I keep telling people this, and I keep telling people, guys, I'm buying APE because I can't say, guys, go get APE. It's the better. I can't do that, or I'm getting yelled at. But I kept saying, guys, I'm buying now. I'm buying now. And what was the same thing every time? Well, you're a shill because I'm buying logically. I'm a shill. Well, you're telling people to buy APE. I never once said sell AMC to buy APE. I said if you can buy APE right now and you can afford it, it's a hell of a deal, especially at 88 cents, $1, $1.20. I'm buying at this point, and I'm going to keep buying at this point. No, you just want the conversion. No, it's already been fucking voted on. It's already been voted on. It's just been delayed. People still weren't getting it. Like I said, APE, everybody that said buy APE, and see, this is the thing with Tony, and now Tony, good job, dude. See, this is the one thing that I fucking hate about shit like this, because now everybody looks over at Tony and goes, now you pumped up APE and you're that guy. Now anybody who talked APE is instantly associated with that. No, I'm not going to fucking sell. I am in green. I've been in green. I've said this forever on my channel. I sold options way, way back in the day. I made sure I made my profit, and I bought more AMC, and this shit that I have now, it will not go anywhere. And I've been buying more APE because I know, hey, guess what? The APE I've been buying is also going to be in the green. I'm not going any fucking where. I don't give a fuck. I hold a royal flush. You're not going to fucking take it from me until you cover. I don't give a shit. Every day I look over and it's higher short percentage. The numbers are better now than when you've ever invested in AMC. And this is the thing that I don't get. Friday, we just killed the short thesis. You just killed the short thesis. What is the number one reason why people short companies? They're not profitable. They're losing money. They can go out of business. It's bad news. They might go bankruptcy. Well, guess what? This one operation just prevented all of that. Basically, all those doctors I showed you, all those doctors, this is what we need back in my channel. We need my drawings. We need to go back to my drawings. This is what was the bread and butter of this channel. Right now, you have little Billy. We got to bring Billy's back, you know? We got little Billy. He's got 2 little pillows here. 2 little pillows for his head. Here's little Billy. He's loving life. God, see, you know I'm not an artist, man. Whatever. I'm just going to move his head here. We're going to move little Billy over here so you can see him. You know, today, little Billy's happier than fuck. Little Billy, he's smiling. He's got his ball cap back on. He woke up. He's happy as fuck, dude. He's about to get that operation. He's good to go. All these doctors that I was showing you, all these short sellers betting that this guy's gonna die after he got hit by this fucking bus. If you don't know the story of little Billy, we're gonna go over it quick. Little Billy was crossing the street one day, and he got fucking hit by a school bus. He was running to a school bus, and he got smoked. It looked like little Billy wasn't gonna make it. All these doctors, little Billy here is AMC. Little Billy, well, he wasn't looking very good, but all of a sudden the apes came. And he had all these doctors sitting around him, and all these doctors were going to bet little Billy's going to die because guess what? Fundamentally, things weren't looking very good here for little Billy. Then the apes came, and we kept giving him blood transfusion. We kept donating blood. Well, today we just gave him organs and everything else. He got that full operation. AMC cannot go bankrupt. AMC fundamentally is turning around drastically. This is all massive. Now, we're going to talk about a lot of shit that can happen going forward because there's so many different paths this can take. And that's what I'm saying. Anybody that's telling you right now what is going to happen is wrong. You have no fucking idea. There are so many different ways this can go now. But back to the little Billy story in AMC here. So, sorry. He always eats my shoes. He always eats my shoes when we do videos here. He loves this shit. So we're going to go back to this. So if you didn't know, like I said, it got passed. If you're a mod, if anyone's in here being retarded in the chat, just boot them today. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to listen to all the crybabying. But I understand if people are upset, but we're going to go back into this again. So like I said, everybody that's complaining about the after-hour movement, that was institutions just moving shit around so they can get ahead of the play in the arbitrage. No big deal. Now, a lot of the FUD going around, and this is some of the things, because let's talk about the play for a second, and we're going to get back into a lot of this other stuff. Let's talk about the play here real quick. the squeeze, what this does. Does it, oh man, this kills the short play, this lets them out. Let's get into all that stuff before we get back into all this other stuff. The number one thing I'm hearing now is all right, all the shorts are getting out of their synthetics, they're getting out of their obligations, they're getting out of all this shit. It screws them all. Or you hear the other one. They have to cover. No, they don't. They do not have to cover off a QSIP ID change. It has nothing to do with anything. It does not force them to cover. When APE was first created, you saw that tweet by Fidelity. Everybody that was short APE or AMC got split into also being short a share of APE. So it just moves to the new QSIP ID. It does not cancel out. It does not do anything else. It doesn't make them go, God, we got to close this position before this new ID is issued. The change alone does not do anything. But killing the short thesis, that might make them cover. But back to this. So a lot of people are going, and what this does for the squeeze play. So if you look at it in the numbers, Adam Aaron, I think the numbers are going to be at like 175 million or something like that. I didn't pull those up yet. I haven't had enough time. But I think after the conversion, everything's going to be like 175 million. I'm not going to give a price, but let's just say it's like 25 to 30 after conversion. Let's say Adam Aaron issues 75 million shares. He raises, I don't know, $2.2, $2.3 billion, okay? We're at 250 million share float. And now, here's what a lot of people are saying. Okay, Adam Aaron is going to just give it to his buddies. He's going to just fuck us all. And the shorts aren't scared of this, so they're not going to cover it. Now listen to this, because this is what they'll say, and in the same fucking breath, they're going to just get their shares from Adam Aaron at a smaller price. No, what's going to happen is exactly what happened with APE. Adam Aaron is going to create an at the ATM, at the market fucking program, and he's going to sell shares through that. They're going to have to buy it just like the rest of us. Now, here's the thing that they're saying. This does not scare shorts, so they're not going to cover. Okay, well then that means the new shares, and here's everyone, dilution fucks the play. Okay, well think about what you just said. Shorts are not scared of this, so they're not going to cover. So that means when Adam Aaron issues new shares, who's going to be the ones that are buying it? Us. So if they're not scared and they're not covering, that means apes are buying more shares. How does that hurt the play? Their short value percentage, because that's the thing, the short value percentage never changes. They're still in the red if it hits a certain number, and if we keep buying all those new shares, because you say they're not going to cover, right? They're not going to cover, so who's buying those new shares? So the dilution that you're saying is going to fuck us because they're going to cover, in the same sentence saying, well, they're not going to, that means apes are going to buy it. Okay, now let's say they do cover. Let's say they do an at-the-market program here, and these guys start buying and covering. Good. Isn't that what we fucking wanted? We wanted them to start covering and us buying, and that's how you set off the squeeze? You set off the squeeze by them covering. So you say that they're going to cover, and that's bad because, well, they're going to buy it, and they're going to start buying the shares, and then they're going to cover. Great. That's what we fucking wanted. Them to start covering, and then us buying too, and that's how it rapidly jumps. So what the fuck? But then in the same sentence you say, well, they're not going to cover. Well, then that means apes are going to own even more shares. Great. And now they're in the fucking same boat because they're going to keep shorting and we're going to be right back where we are. But the only difference now in this first time in this entire play, this is what blows my fucking mind. The first time in this entire play, the short thesis on AMC died and you have people freaking out. You have never in this entire play had a single day in this movement where the short thesis was dead. Never. But today you do, because they got a fucking black book. And everybody will, he'll just dump hundreds of millions of shares. Okay, let's use your logic. Let's say Adam Aaron goes, fuck it, I'm just going to dump 200 million fucking shares. Which he wouldn't. He's going to raise what, 6-7 billion fucking dollars? $5-6 billion? There's no way in fucking history he's going to get away with saying, I need to dump 200 things and raise $7 billion, $6 billion, pay off debt, and have, like I said, these guys, they say all this shit that it's like, dude, if you just sit down and logically think about it, it makes no fucking sense. You have all these people right now giving out price targets. This is what we're going to be at. You don't fucking know. You have no idea. You have no idea what these next 10 days are going to be. It's going to be fucking crazy. The only thing that we all agree upon is AMC and Ape shares, well, they should be pretty close to equal. Come arbitrage day, or come conversion day, they should be pretty damn close to equal price. But it's like, I'm already seeing the same fucking bullshit. Like I said, in the same sentence, these guys go, they're not scared of this conversion. They're not scared of their short thesis dying, so they're not going to cover. Good. Perfect. We can own more shares. And now people going, well, I'm going to have $80 average. Well, if the price goes down to $24 and everybody keeps buying, guess what? Your average is going to plummet back down pretty fucking quick again, isn't it? Like I said, all these people that are super pissed are the people that were not listening to me. They were listening to stupid fucks say, don't buy Ape at 88 cents. Yeah, if you would have done that, you would have already been fucking fine. And you would have been green all over again with the short thesis dead for the first fucking time. Like I said, everybody, well, there's no proof they're going to do an at-the-market fucking thing to pay down debt. That's what they've been doing with fucking Ape. They did an at-the-market equity program, and they've been paying down fucking debt with it. There's your proof. They're not going to do anything. Well, that's what they did here. They're going to do it again. You don't do a 10-to-1 conversion unless you're going to fucking raise a large amount of capital. You don't do one that high unless you need to raise a giant sum of capital. And like I said, even him selling 75 million shares, that doesn't stop the fucking squeeze play. Not even close. But what it does is it raises him $2.5 billion. Well, what about these other reverse conversions and splits that didn't work? Did they raise $2.5 billion after, while at the same time lowering their float? Making it attractive again for now other people to go ahead and FOMO? Because like I said, here's the thing. I would love it if they pay off debt. Of course we would love it if they chunk all this debt off at once. Get all these short sellers the fuck out of our pockets. All these covens, all these restrictions. We could all get our fucking dividends. We could all get these things we want. Of course we would want that. But it doesn't necessarily mean he needs to go that route either. Even if he just went route B that I showed you with the 75 million. Let's say he raises, like I said, the 2.4 billion. Well, guess what? He can now take, let's say, 300 million. Okay, he takes 300 million to the side. He puts $1 billion in the bank. They're back up to 1.7 billion. He then takes a 1.1 billion. He's been getting it at a rapid rate of around, 34%. He's been getting about 34% discounts each time. If he does that on $1 billion, he might be able to get around 37%. And now he pays down, let's say, 1.4 billion and 1.4 billion. We're down to 3.4 billion in debt. Well, AMC's now down to 2016 numbers. Okay? So he's down to 2016 numbers. And now he's profitable. So now we can look at it in this quarter. I mean, look at the third quarter, you guys. We're fucking ass raping it. We are destroying it. Keep seeing movies. I'm going to keep telling you guys the same thing. You killed the short thesis. Now fucking make the company profitable. You want to flick the middle finger off to these shorts? Make your company profitable. You just got rid of bankruptcy. Think about this. Shorts do it because they go, I think this company's going to go bankruptcy. They can't go bankrupt at all anymore. You just stop that. So now how do shorts win? The only way they win is if you sell. That's it. Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3 are all gone. AMC can't go bankrupt as long as they can sit there and keep raising. Like I said, as long as Adam Aaron doesn't raise $2.4 billion or whatever and buy $1 billion in gold mine stakes and spend it like a clown. But like I said, even if he takes 300 million, you can now, this is what is the, like I said, people don't understand the difference here. If he takes $100 million and he upgrades all of those theaters that just have those shitty seats, that just need a little bit, that aren't profitable, and he can turn them into profitable theaters, he doesn't need to dilute again going forward. But the shorts look over and go, well, fuck, if there's ever anything that happens with this writer strike, he can. If movies ever slow down, he can, but he won't need to because he'll still have 1.6 billion in the fucking bank. Like I said, logic, he will never need to dilute more than the 75 million shares. He wouldn't need to. That won't destroy the short thesis, and if they go, fuck it, let's start covering because this is obviously dead, that's what you've wanted since day fucking one. Congratulations. You killed the short thesis. You killed it today. They can never, ever, ever go bankrupt. They have enough shares forever to raise that capital. You killed it for the first time in the entire movement. Good fucking job. Literally, good fucking job. Now, if you've been listening and you've been buying ape at a small price and you're gonna make a lot of profit, congratulations. If you sat there and diamond handed, like I said, this was the one thing about these guys that made me pissed off. Anytime you did any kind of smart investment, this was the number one question I got asked, and I never once answered. I never even responded, but I got asked this probably 100 times a day, seriously, since this fucking conversion started. Hey, I saw this YouTuber say this, and he said, maybe sell AMC and then buy ape because I can get 5 times as much, and I never said anything. You do whatever you want to do, dude. Because everyone goes, well, if you do that, I did not personally do that. I have never sold a single one of my AMC shares, ever. And when the settlement comes, which we'll get into in a little bit, I'm going to get all those free shares for my 7.5. Again, I'm getting more shares. Sweet. Again, I'm higher green in my position. I'm not fucking going anywhere at all. But what these tubers did is they tried to convince you smart fucking investing in any way, shape, or form because everybody's situation is different. Smart investing is bad. Anybody that bought ape, guess what? After the conversion, you're now 5 times deeper into the play. Why would I fucking hate you? We're still on the same team. Everybody has their own different trading strategies. Not everything's against the movement. Selling ape was against, or AMC, not ape. Selling AMC, that was against the whole purpose of the movement. If you did it that way. I mean, like I said, the thing is, it's like, God, man, everybody, it's like, the whole movement to me at this point is about fucking fixing this entire system, this corruption. It's beyond fucking repairable. It's beyond repairable at this point. We need to fucking inform everybody. Everyone needs to see what's going on. You have to fucking wake the world up. We win with numbers. We win with holding a stance. And right now, AMC is my stance until the fucking day they cover or the day I die. I'm watching this shit at 30 fucking %. I'm looking over. There is 200 million shares on loan. What? There is 200 million shares on loan on AMC. And somebody posted this the other day, and I shared this. AMC right now, come on, why is this lagging? Come on, bro. Holy fuck, computer. Is this real? X. What are we doing here? Hold on. There's a lot of corruption being exposed here. Okay, so here we go. AMC accounts for less than 0.000025% of the total market capitalization. Okay? But at the same time, AMC is the #1 security lent out right now, earning. So they're just out there earning fucking cash. So for everybody saying this doesn't fucking matter, dude, they're loaning this out like fucking insanity. 200 million shares are loaned out of AMC. 200 million. Holy fuck. You're talking like 40%. Dude, holy fuck. And that's just loaned out. If you don't realize how much AMC is under those shares sold not yet purchased by these market makers, I don't know what to tell you. It's in the billions. And that's not counting FTDs, which was at like 48 more million. Guys, you know what the fuck we have. You have a royal fucking flush. Every time good news or something that would help the movement came out, what happened? They would fucking instantly have news media articles. The second this came out, you already had all the news media articles. Literally minutes in, already had giant articles written. How'd you already have it written that fast? Oh, you didn't. You already fucking knew what was going to happen. You know how the market's going to react. You know the firms are going to move from AMC to APE because they're not invested in the play. They're in here to make money. They're money-making firms. And now we can create FUD and say, well, these guys moved out and moved into 8 because they're going to make money on doing it, and they're still in the same fucking play after the conversion. Thank you for that, buddy. And yes, short thesis today. Like I said, guys, this is the first time in the entire fucking movement you killed the short thesis. It's dead. These guys are sitting there fucking licking their fingers, dude. They're fucked. They're completely fucked. All these doctors that were sitting here just watching little Billy up on his little fucking machine right here, going, what is it? They're looking up at the clock. Look at these big schnauzers, dude. Look at these schnauzers. Here's Ken Griffin over here, big douchebag. He's over here giving a hand job over here to this dude. Who's this guy? Here, Gary Gensler's up here. He's just sitting there. He's like, yeah, oh, Kenny boy. He's over here reaching around to fucking... This is going to be right here for sure. This is Doug Sifu. This is Doug Sifu right here bitching. But as he's giving his hand job to his big daddy, if you guys don't know who his big daddy is, let me show you guys something here real quick. Because I'm going to show this every time because I fucking hate this guy. Alright, if you don't know who this guy is, I want the chat to guess. Who is Dougie Sifu giving his hand jibber to? The name is Vincent Viola. Big old Vincent here. Now, big old Vinny here, he likes to steal. He likes to steal from iron workers. And then when listen to this. So he likes to steal. And then when they come to them and they say, hey, the stockholders go, hey, they're stealing from us. Doug Sifu, they are stealing from us. Your boss came over and is stealing. You know what he does? Instead of fixing it, Dougie Seafood helped him steal more so he could get paid too. Criminal. Okay, now back to this. I just like to expose criminals because they're pieces of shit. So big old Vincent Viola up here, he's like, oh yeah, Doug Sifu. They're all pissed. They gotta leave the room now. Billy's fine. He's getting his operation. Billy's leaving the room. He's going to the operating table. We're good to go, guys. We are feeling fucking good, dude. We are feeling good. Anybody that thinks this is bad, like I said, fundamentally, why do you short a company? Fundamentals suck. I've been screaming this forever. Fundamentals suck. Well, not anymore, they don't. And they're actually turning around pretty fucking rapidly. They now got their own candy coming. Popcorn's killing it. What's going to happen this time next year when AMC, like I said, they're smashing their debt through profit. And then if they ever need it, they got that just chilling. Like I said, if you're short, there's no reason to fucking short the company more. Maybe a little bit if you see up and down runs, but you're not shorting the company to the point where you're like, yeah, it's going out of business. I can wait these apes out. Now you can't wait us out, you fucking pieces of shit. Sorry about it, not. And if you want to cover when Adam Aaron dilutes, if you want to buy those shares at this At the Money program, which is what he's going to do, don't listen to the FUD. Here it is. Here's your proof. Where's he going to do it? Where's he going to do it at the market program and pay down the debt? Right fucking there. So when they do that, guess who can go ahead and buy it? The shorts, which means that they're going to cover, which is what we wanted since day one. Stick it up your ass, short sellers. Let's fucking go, dude. You're seeing all these people closing down their accounts on Twitter. All these fucking people, they know it's over. The people that were spreading all this shit, suddenly their accounts are closing down. I'm selling. You know who I'm talking about. My shirt's off. I'm drunk and I'm selling, damn it. Good. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want your dumb ass. This other guy screaming into the fucking camera. Stern! Oh my fucking... What? Are you okay, buddy? Congratulations, you killed the short thesis and you're screaming at the judge. Clowns, dude. Fucking clowns, boys. This is a good day. This is a great day. Like I said, at most, I can see him selling 75 million shares at around $24, $23 rate here around, maybe higher. It depends on what happens. There's 10 days of fucking absolute craziness that's about to happen. Just get your popcorn ready. If you're gonna, if you sit there and you go, hey, it's coming now. If you're everybody who's asking me, do I buy AMC? Do I buy Ape? Do I do this? What do I do? You know what's coming. The information is there. I cannot tell you what to do, but what I can show you is this. Because this is, I'm going to break it down so you understand what's going to happen. To make this simple, since it's going to convert to a 7-to-5-1 ratio, all I'm doing right now for these numbers is I'm just timesing this by 2, okay? So I'm just going to times this by 2 so we can make this very simple math for everybody. So let's pretend you have 150 shares. Well, then I'm obviously going to, because obviously I want to make sure you have enough shares to get the settlement, so I'm adding the 100. So I'm making it to where you have 150 shares just for simple math here. All right, so let's say AMC is at $4. You have 150 shares. The conversion happens. What's going to happen now is you're going to move down to 15 AMC shares. You will also move down to 15 APE shares. Now what's going to happen is if you held your shares during this time period, if you held your shares from August 3rd, now you have to hold your AMC shares. A lot of people keep on saying, you know, like, what happens if I held my shares? Am I getting paid? You have to hold your AMC shares through the entire conversion or it does not count. You had to have owned your shares from August 3rd. So any shares you own from August 3rd up and through the conversion, you will get a 1 share for every 7.5 shares that you held. So from August 2nd or 3rd all the way through the conversion, 1 share for every 7.5. There it is. So now back to this. Now to make that math very easy, so let's say at 150, it moved down to this. My post-settlement number is 15. 7.5 shares to 1 means I will get 2 more AMC shares. So that moves me to 17 AMC shares. Voila. Now, you're going to move over to your APE shares. Now, the price of that will be from $4, hypothetically. Obviously, it will times 10. This is going to change. I'll fix that here in a second, but where is that? Oh, yeah. So now your APE shares will go down to 15 shares, and now what you will have is 15 plus 17. You will now have 32 shares. Your APE price, even if it was at $2, even if, you know, at the conversion time, let's pretend it was at $2 to make it simple, it will still convert over to the price of the AMC after the conversion. So this all equals out. You'll have 32, and it'll be at the price of 40, let's say converts over at a $40 value. Now these people that are like, well, now my conversion price might be high. Well, if it goes down to 20, 30, and you buy a couple shares in this situation, since you have 32 shares, you can average down pretty quickly on buying 10 shares at a lower cost. If the plan of the movement is to buy and hold, your average will go right back down. You will now have a profitable company. You will now have a killed short thesis. And like I said, if you guys look over here, the higher this number gets, I'm going to say this as many times as I can. I cannot stress this enough. The higher this number gets, the more incentives the writers have to get a deal done, and same with the studios, because they're going to look over and say, the box offices are back faster than we thought, and we're leaving billions and billions of dollars on the table. We need to get back faster. You have got to make this a massive, massive quarter. Our goal this quarter is to hit 3 billion. And I know we can. You guys have the ability. You guys have Twitter. You guys have the ability to ads, share as many movies as you can. Even if you're not going to go to it, share it on Twitter. I do it all the time. I always share their movies. Free advertisement is an amazing thing for your company. It's an amazing thing for your company. We were at 28% at the box office in Q2. We're at 28% in Q2. Q1, we were at 31%. We need to get higher. We need to get back to this 31% in Q3, and we need this to get to 3 billion. If you can do that, AMC will be profitable over $100 million. That's huge. That's fucking huge. And like I said, let's say he dilutes $75 million. or 75 million shares. He smashes down $1 billion, $1.4 billion in debt. He has $1.7 billion in the bank. He now has all those repairs he wanted to do. He has all those upgrades done he wanted to do. He now bought more theaters that he can make profitable than unprofitable. And another thing, if you didn't hear my earnings report, one of the biggest things he said in the entire earnings report, they opened 56 locations. These were all new locations, okay? These are all brand new. They opened 56 new ones. These 56 new ones have the MacGuffin bar. They have the dine-in theater. They have the extra long slushy roll. They have all the reclining seats. They're the top brand quality AMC theaters. At the same time of opening those 56 theaters, he said they closed down 152 locations. That's huge. They closed these down, and he has 56, and they're outperforming all of that. That is how you get rid of cash burn. All those people, fuck Adam Aaron, he's buying theaters. They're a movie theater company. He needs more profitable theaters than unprofitable theaters. That's his fucking job as a CEO, is to get those. So that's why I never cared when he did that. But if we can continuously do this at that rate, keep getting this, AMC's profits will be massive and massive. And now what they'll have is more money to get bigger revenue streams. Popcorn, you guys know popcorn is killing it. They can now afford to put more money and invest it into popcorn. Get it into more stores faster. Get a bigger distribution. Get more centers if they need. They can now afford to do that. They can now afford to explore new revenue. They wanted to get new merchandise. They can now, the sky is the fucking limit today for AMC as a company. And everybody that says, I don't give a fuck if they succeeded. Well, guess who does give a fuck if AMC succeeds fundamentally? Short sellers, because that's why they were shorting them in the first place, because fundamentally they weren't succeeding. Now they are. And they have a black fucking book if they ever need to raise capital. If they start to cover and we keep buying, that is when we get our squeeze we were talking about since fucking day one. You guys saw in the GameStop report, I'm going to repeat this again and again and again. In the fucking GameStop report, your own government said to you, there wasn't covering taking place. That was FOMO. So when AMC went to $72, apparently that was FOMO. What about FOMO and them covering? You're now, instead of 19% short when you got into this play, you are now 30% short. And you're nervous. You're 30% short today, and you killed their short thesis for the first time in 2.5 fucking years. And you're nervous. YouTubers, you're telling people, think logically, and by your own logic, Ape is going to equal out to AMC's price according to you, okay? Well, that means Ape has a lot more to run, so why would you tell them to sell on Friday? You see what I mean? If shorts are not scared of the conversion, then they have no reason to buy. Then that means apes are going to buy all of the $75 million that he diluted to raise it $2.5 billion. And guess what? We still own the float. They're still stuck, and AMC is now short thesis dead, way less debt, and profitable. You did not lose today. Anybody that told you you lost today is a fucking moron. And I promise you, this entire time, they've done nothing but bash AA, and they've done nothing but tell you dilution will only kill the play. Nope. If they're buying through dilution at an at-the-market program, which is what they are doing, that means the price is rising, and why we are buying, buy on a lit exchange, direct route your orders. If you're sitting here listening and you're buying Ape on Monday and you do not direct route your orders, and you are not doing it like this, you are not sending it to the IEX, you are not sending it to NASDAQ, you are not sending it to New York Stock Exchange, you are not counting, you're not helping that buying pressure, and if they are covering, you're not adding to that. So make sure, if you have no idea how to direct route your orders, here, go back in my profile. Go back in my YouTube. I literally made a YouTube video on it. I show you guys how to direct route. I don't even know where the fuck it is, dude. I made that thing so goddamn long ago. Like I said, people that don't know, think I haven't been in this since day one. I showed you how to get out of payment for order flow. That is how market makers make money. I showed you how to get out of payment for order flow. That is how they keep your buying pressure away. God, what a fucking shill. I show you about ISDA banks and how banks are fucking you in the ass and stealing your money. And I tell you to get out of ISDA banks, but you still have retards that truly believed that fucking Citibank thing. And then when they showed the picture of me and all this felon and this guy they've been talking about the whole time, this is the guy. It's some guy that looks like me and Astro had sex for fucking 75 years on crack cocaine. Astro walked around with my child for 9 months, did crack cocaine. Does that look like me? Does that look like me? This guy's a bouncer. This guy's gay. This guy's a fucking working at Citibank. Where's my sideburns? Does that guy look like fucking Ryan Gosling? You just saw me. Yeah, that looks fucking close. That looks fucking close. He's a 3-time felon. You're right, this guy is a 3-time felon. Fucking clowns. The guy that tells us to leave ISDA banks and goes to credit unions and get out of the FDIC and does all this shit, he works for the banks. Yep, that's why the guy who told you that just put a shirtless video out saying, I'm selling my AMC shares. Of course you are. Good grief, dude. Direct route your trades, guys. I can't say that enough. If you don't know how, like I said, go through my videos. I promise it's on here. I just fucking... I have so many videos, and all of them look the same, because all I'm doing is showing you how they fucking steal... That's all you're saying. How can you call me a shill when all I do is show you every single day how they steal from you? That's all I do. I don't talk about AMC. I don't make AMC videos unless there's stuff going on. 99.9% of my videos are showing you how the 1% steal from you and how they do illegal shit that you're not allowed to do and get away with it. And then I show you how they get away with it. How many of you knew what an acceptance waiver and consent was before you heard of me? None of you. And I showed you an acceptance waiver and consent is how they stay out of prison. And until that's abolished, they will never go to jail. And then on top of that, I showed you an acceptance waiver and consent is how they never admit to crimes, which means they can't be punished again by our court system. What? Double jeopardy. They're not allowed to do it. They can literally stay out of prison by signing a thing, paying a fine that is a cost of business. And how many of you knew any of that? But I'm a shill. No, I'm telling you right now, this conversion was the best fucking thing that could have happened to us. It might not happen right away. It might take 4, 5, 6 months. AMC might need to do some things. But the short thesis is now officially fucking dead. And they're gonna have to cover. Because now there's literally no way out for them. Other than you to sell. So, congratulations. You have now fucking trapped these pieces of shit. Or they need to start to cover. So let's go. Everybody that is upset, everybody that was freaking out, everybody that was listening to their favorite YouTuber sell, good. You obviously weren't in this play for the movement to begin with. Go. Like I said, I've covered my fucking losses right away, and I've kept making shares, and I kept telling people how to do this smartly. Get ape, make money on the ape conversion. You know what's coming. Well, no, you're a fucking shill because you want it. No, we fucking voted on it. It was already happening. And at 88 cents, I told everybody forever, this is what drives me nuts. Okay, all right, let's take 10 seconds. Let's think about this. Let's say the conversion doesn't go through. All right. For everybody that's pissed right now, the conversion went through. Let's go through your scenario. Let's go down your road, okay? Let's change directions. What would have happened? How would this go? How would this have gone? Let's say Judge Zern today says, I'm not doing this. AMC, you're fucked, and we're going to do this. Some other thing happens. It gets held up, denied. They do it forever. They hold it up. They hold it up. They hold it up. What would have happened? AMC would have done another. They would have to file, done another at-the-market equity program of APE. This is what would have happened. Now, you would have told people that there's going to be no conversion. What does that mean? A lot of people would have stopped buying APE. You would, other than the people like me that would have said, okay, well, eventually they're going to convert because if we don't convert it, the institutions will. Well, Bigums, what do you mean by that? Well, what would have happened is Adam Aaron would have kept needing to raise capital, right? So, especially if there's a writer's strike. Imagine if a writer's strike came and Adam Aaron was back at Q1 burning $100 million a quarter again. And see, I told everybody this forever. Fundamentals matter because we're burning $100 million a quarter and nobody cared. Yeah, it's no big deal we're burning $100 million a quarter. It's no big deal. And everybody's like, no, you're fucking just a shell because you want this company to succeed. And I kept saying, by the company succeeding, by killing the short thesis, that is how you make a short cover. You kill the short thesis and you make your company successful. Why else? Why would he cover now? Why would he stay? Now the only reason he's staying is now he's in the position you guys were, praying to God something happens and then we get out of it and he can somehow cover. But that's gone. Now he's the one on the other side going, fuck. Like I said, they're sitting there fucked. They're completely fucked. Like I said, it might not be today. They might sit there and wait a couple months and go, fucking A. But you got Cineworld and all these other fucking companies. Well, they're not even the #1 theater company. They don't have the backing. They don't have the, like I said, they're not setting records at their fucking company like AMC is every single month. They don't have the ape army behind them. And then their target's $25, $30. Oh, okay. So then what's AMC? 40, 50 naturally? Fuck off. Like I said, the #1 thing, the only thing they ever say about AMC, the debt. Ah, they got the debt. Ah, the fucking debt. Well, guess what? That's no longer a fucking issue. So what are you going to do now? Now what are your fluff pieces going to be? Oh, AMC's movies are slowing down. No, they're not. Stick it up your ass. You have already passed all of Q1. You've already passed all Q1, 6 weeks in. You got 6 more weeks to go. We are going to break 3 billion. We're gonna keep doing what you're doing, and they're gonna be fucked. You killed the short thesis, and you're going to be profitable. I don't know why anybody is fucking panicking. Again, if Adam Aaron does an at-the-market program, which he did with Ape, even if he fucking waits on it a little bit, he still only needs to ever do 75, 50 million right now, because that will raise him billions to where he can do all of his little hopes and dreams. He can do all of his new revenue streams, all of his upgrades, all of his maintenance, pay down over $1 billion in debt. AMC can now go down to debt levels of 2016 at worst, and you're fine. And if they go ahead and buy it in this program, price moves. Price fucking moves. We're gonna keep buying. The short play is not fucking dead any way, shape, or form. They are short 31% today. They were short 19% when you got involved. Like I said, guys, stop listening to these fucking dumb fucks. If you would have stopped listening to these dumbasses, you would have been buying Ape with me when I was like, hey guys, I'm buying a fuck ton of Ape today at 88 cents. Guys, I'm buying a fuck ton. Dude, for like 3 months straight, I kept on talking about how I'm buying Ape. I have a fuck lot of Ape. I'm jacked as fuck. Did I sell AMC to do it? Nope. Every one of my brand new paychecks I got went into buying Ape. Did I fucking hurt the movement? Nope, because guess what? Now when the conversion happens, my position grew massively in the play. So now I'm more in the play with you guys. And I've told you since day one, I'm not going anywhere. I don't get fucking paid until you get paid. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure I'm always in the green. Can't fucking hate me for doing that. Said, guys, we have so much shit going on. I knew this AMC video here was going to take a long time, and there's a lot to go over, and I mean, I hope this explained a lot of shit. I hope this video has calmed everybody down that's feeling nervous about this play. If you have a high average, I understand you're frustrated. I understand it sucks. I understand you're looking at it going, fuck, I just lost all this money again. There's no chance of a squeeze. Everyone's telling me they're fucked. These YouTubers are leaving. I needed a squeeze to happen. Yes, but until you gave them a reason why, and I've been saying this for you, my message in this entire video, my message still hasn't changed from the first time I've ever talked about this. I literally brought up conversions. I showed you guys my tweet. I talked about Adam Aaron doing a conversion, doing a split, paying off all this debt months and months before this even was fucking mentioned. And I haven't changed my tone since day one. Kill the fucking short thesis, get your company profitable, and give them the middle finger. We haven't done either of those until now. You weren't profitable until now. You didn't kill the short thesis until now. But you're panicking. Calm down. Stop listening to Lou. Stop listening to that ape father retard. Calm down. Tony DeNaro, again, Tony's taught me a lot of shit. So I'm not going to sit here and fucking trash the guy. And like I said, the guy does whatever he wants to do. He's looked through a lot of court documents with me. If he thought that that was his moment, I guess, you know, whatever, man, that was your moment to shine, I guess. Go ahead, buddy. Do you. But, like I said, guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to follow. And I'm not going to sit here. You know what you have. And this is why I say do your own DD every time. If I show you a document, go look it up on Google. Verify my information. Because if you know I'm correct, if you know the information you need to know, you don't need to look for a YouTuber every fucking day. You don't need to watch a video every day. A lot, guys, I work a lot and I have a family. And there's a lot of times, the only thing those guys showed that was real about me, they got some YouTube pictures and then made some, or not YouTube, Facebook pictures and made shit up. The only thing they showed was, I was a father. Good job. I have a family. Good job. So it's hard for me to get away from that responsibility sometimes and make a movie. I'm also working 2 jobs. My wife is, I would love to do YouTube every day, but I also don't have sponsorships. I don't grift. I don't sell crap on here to where I'm making a living off of YouTube and able to do that. So I do it when I can, and I apologize because I know a lot of people get mad when I post, hey, but I honestly had plans, but if I can't have anybody watch, if I can't get people to watch people, I gotta, I gotta do things. I mean, I try and get them to watch Murphy too, but they don't want to take the dog too, so. I try when I can, my friends. I try and keep you updated, and like I said, the funny thing about those guys, they tried to smear me. What are you gonna here? Okay, here who I am. Here I am. I'm you guys. That's why I always tell you guys forever. This is why you don't see my face, because I don't care. I don't want spotlight. I don't want sunshine. I don't want any of that crap. I don't care. I want you guys to be informed. I want this shit to end. I want the United States back. I've told you guys, when you have a kid, priorities, you don't fucking matter. I don't matter to myself. They do. My family does. And when I see them getting fucked, I want to stop it. I don't know how people don't understand that. I've never once in my entire life said, I'm a financial guru. I've worked in the industry. Everything I've told you since day one. When you do data program, if you're listening, when you do data program, if I don't know a SQL fucking code, if I don't know HTML, if I can't find a JavaScript line, you know what I have to do? I have to Google it. I'm a developer in my department. I don't have anyone that I get to go to. I have to fucking Google it and figure it out. That's it. So I have to keep looking through code and code and code. I have to look through other procedures, databases. I have to look through all these things. There's nowhere else to do. So I'm very good at looking through shit and looking here until I find what I want to find. I'm self-taught. Oh, look at Bickham's doesn't even have a fucking college education. You know what I did when I got out of high school? I went to Le Cordon Bleu. I went to become a chef. I went and had my internship. I went and got a job and I didn't like it. It ended up not being what I wanted to do. And this is why I called college a fucking scam. I'm a blue collar worker that is sick of white collar fucking crimes. I'm one of you guys. That's it. I'm a guy that can look up filings when I'm sitting here bored out of my mind. I look up SEC filings. I learn the market. Guess what else I do? I talk to people that work in finance every single day for hours a day. People like Dave Lauer, who have been fighting this since 2008, are literally calling Dave Lauer shill when he's been fighting this longer than you even knew even how to trade in the stock market. He's exposed it all. And people, like I said, it's like, if I would have been this financial business guru, guess what people would have said? Well, you're one of them. Exactly. So, guess what? I'm you. I'm a blue-collar worker. That's it. I'm sick and tired of fucking going to work all day long, coming home all day, and then looking all of a sudden, hey, this guy raped a child and he gets to pay fucking a fine and it's no big deal. But yet I know some buddies that, God forbid you grow a fucking marijuana plant, you get 10 fucking years, no probation, nothing. You're just fucked. Okay. But yet they can steal $1 billion, destroy millions of lives, and sign an acceptance, waiver, and consent? Fuck that shit, dude. Look at this. Look at this real quick. See, I didn't want to get into all this because I'm going to save this for tomorrow, because I'm going to go live tomorrow, because I have a lot of shit to show you guys. I have a lot of shit to show you guys tomorrow. It's an absolute fucking joke. We're not even going to get... See, what do I always complain about every video I ever make? Dark money. Dark money. How do you fucking fix this? You eliminate dark money, you eliminate super PACs. But instead, they're paying 42... I showed you his first PAC paid them $93 million. This PAC paid them $42 more million. So they've made $133 million through illegal money. Then I showed you guys the other fucking day this ticket right here. What they do, this is a real PAC. What they're doing is they take these things, they donate to their political campaigns, okay? So here's $200 fucking million. They donate it to their political campaigns, and then what they do is they fucking funnel it to their companies. Then they donate from their campaign to another company that their wife fucking owns. What? So now his wife's company just got all this fucking money that was donated from a political campaign. But this is how he funnels it through, and now he's paid. This is how the politicians pay them fucking selves. Black PAC. It's called the Black PAC. Fuck off. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of this shit. It's a fucking joke. These dudes are out here fucking... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. JP Morgan, I show you guys all the time, fucking running for cartel. Who gives a fuck, right? Stealing, spoofing the gold market, has 265 felony crimes. Who fucking cares? Well, again, they were going to get in trouble once again for another sex trafficking fucking thing. And look what they says. If you don't think these guys pay judges off, look at this. They didn't have enough time to prepare. They didn't give JP Morgan enough time to prepare, so they fucking denied him and dropped it. What? They didn't do it to him. They didn't give him enough concern proper ahead of time of filing, so they're gonna let this go. Now, they fucking did more sex trafficking. See what I'm saying? Like, what in the fuck? We're going to get into this pretty deep, too. They're fucking... Oh, inside... Like I said, we'll get into all this later. We'll get back to AMC here. But... I'll save all this shit for tomorrow. But like I said... Show me you'll do an at-the-money program and pay down debt. Here you go. Here's your proof. Here is your proof. He will do an at-the-money program and he will pay down debt. Did this one work at the way we want it to? No. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Maybe Adam Aaron learned his lesson from the first time, and now he's going to say, you know what? I'm not going to wait this time. I'm just going to fucking dilute right away at the top, just like everybody wants. I'm going to dilute 75 million shares. I'm going to raise 2.4 billion because the first time I waited and it didn't fucking work. So what we're going to do is just hit it right away. People learn their lessons. Sometimes it has to be through fucking... Some people, learn by doing, has to create the mistake, and unfortunately, that hit us. Like I said, I'm not backing Adam Aaron. Everyone said, oh man, no, I've fucking criticized every move that you do. But here, I want to go back because I stopped going down the road, your guys' road that said no. People that did not want the conversion. Let's go back down your road quick. So what would have happened is... We would have needed to raise capital. The writer's strike would have happened, and Q4 isn't as strong. I mean, it could be as strong, but I'm not looking over at the thing going, man, Q4 is going to break $3 billion for sure. Q1 and Q2, let's say, suddenly got hit really hard. Deadpool 3 is already getting pushed back, they said. So let's say they start pushing movies back, and now you have an AMC theater for Q1, Q2, and Q4, Q1, and Q2, and now they're burning money again. That means AMC would have needed to, again, sell more ape shares, correct? Correct, because they obviously aren't profiting at that point. So the only way they can pay down debt, the only way they can manage their operating expenses is going to be through the sale of ape. Now, these same people that didn't want us to vote yes, these same people that said that this is going to fuck us up, go, don't buy ape. Why, I was telling you to buy ape. Because once again, if you would have listened to me, well, I can't say I wasn't telling you to buy ape. I said I was buying ape and giving you the clues. But if you would have listened to me and were buying at 88 cents, you would be fucking, like I said, back to where you need to be. But these guys, again, say don't buy ape, don't buy ape. So that means nobody's buying ape according to these guys, right? So what's going to happen? The price is going to drop back down to 88 cents, and you're going to get more Anteras, because that means institutions have to buy. AMC has to raise capital, correct? Correct. We already went over that. So now, Q1, Q2, Q3, they're raising through ape dilution. You have obviously small amounts of ape buying, but you also now are going to have a couple more Anteras in your situation. So I'm glad you took this path. Now those Anteras are going to look over and say, you know what? We have more shares. We have more shares. On top of that, we now have them at pennies on the dollar. We now have enough for us. Maybe there's 2, 3, 4 big institutions that went ahead and bought in. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to convert, because that's how they make money. And now you would have had a stock diluted by, what, billions? Because you were diluting it at 88 cents. So now, by the time we would have converted, which would have had to have happened anyways, or AMC would have lost. Like I said, that's people go, why was Adam Aaron talking bankruptcy? Because if Q4 wasn't as strong, if Q1 and Q2 were bad, and they went back to burning 100 million, maybe 200 million in a quarter, AMC would have ran out of money by Q3 next year. It's not fucking rocket science. You don't know what the fuck the writer's strike's gonna do. And if AMC has no movies to show, that's a big deal for a theater company. I don't know how to explain that to people. You're a shill. Adam's a shill. No, that was a real fucking possibility without this. You cannot tell me just because we had 8 million profit in Q2, oh, our problems are solved. Well, Q3, even if we profit 150 million, well, guess what? What happens if you lose that in Q4? What happens if Q1 and Q2? You don't know what the writer's strike is. As a CEO, it is his responsibility to make sure that's off the table. And that's what he did. Like I said, everybody, I'm not sitting here. We can go into Adam Aaron. The guy has made plenty of fucking mistakes. If he would have just fucking sold at the goddamn top of ape, yeah, we would have made a lot more. I can't tell you why he didn't sell. People tell me, well, he had that restriction, the wait period. I don't know. I haven't been able to find that he had that wait period. And if there's not that wait period, here's my thing. Why the fuck has nobody asked the guy? You have all these videos of Adam Aaron doing these interviews, and not one motherfucker said, why did you not sell at $10? Why did you not sell right away? Was there a restriction that stopped you? How hard was that? You know what I mean? We could have found that out by the man himself. What stopped you from selling at a higher price? Not one fucking guy's asked. It blows my mind. We've only had fucking 15 more we've only had 15 video interviews. But like I said, you would have ended up giving these fucking companies tons more ape shares, and then they would have converted anyways. And you would have fucking bashed Adam Aaron for those months and those quarters when we were losing money and said, he's helping the shorts, he's helping the shorts. No, he's doing what he needs to do to keep AMC afloat at that point, because you're telling all the apes who are supposed to be the people to fucking buy this to stop buying ape. Well, he needs somebody to. So I told everybody forever, when you're burning hundreds of millions of quarters and you have to pay debt, you need to do it. Zip Trader. Here's Zip Trader. Watch how fucking manipulative this little fucker is. Hey everybody, it's me, Zip Trader. Why does he need to dilute? Why does he need to pay down the debt? Look at this. Look at this. Adam Aaron is sitting here the whole time. He's clearly able to pay down debt, but he needs to do it more at the expense of the shareholders. Hey, clown. He paid all of this down from us. He paid all of this down from us. He didn't pay it down from profits on his company. You know how I know? Because they weren't making any. He paid this down by us. He was able to manage debt by us. Guess what else he was able to manage debt by? Dilution. The thing you said, well, he's obviously able to do it. And then in the next quarter, the same stupid fuck goes, AMC was profitable this quarter. Now, I know $8.6 million is not enough for them to overcome their debt. Okay, well, there you go, right there. Shut your stupid ass fucking mouth. Stop being a manipulative piece of shit. You literally just said in the same sentence, they are not profitable. They're not profitable enough to pay their debt down without sales of ape. But what he doesn't mention is in Q2, look at Q2, they're still paying down debt and they're profitable. They paid down debt by this equity program, which is currently at 0 now. So Zip Trader, you're a manipulative fuck. Stick it up your ass. I'm going to keep telling you the facts by saying, well, I know that they can't pay it down by $8.6 million and they need a lot more profits. I know it's an AMC theater, so not every movie, every quarter has great movies and will be as profitable as every single quarter. And nobody knows what's going to happen with the writer's strike. Oh, okay, there you go, Zip Trader. You just verified everything. Good job. You just verified me and him right on everything. But at the same time, you go, why did they have to dilute? Look at this chart. Look at my chart. I need 50,000 views on my chart. I gotta stir them up. Look at my chart. Zip Trader, you're a fucking dumbass and you're a piece of shit. Look at, they're down to 2019 levels in debt. Yeah, and we're about to be down to 2016 levels, piece of shit. Oh, I'm feeling great, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just done with I'm just done with these fucking clowns. People go, Biggums, look at this guy. Look what he said. I don't give a fuck what he said. He's a dumbass. It's like going into the classroom, finding the dumbest fuck in the room, and he goes, I think the answer is this to this test question. Are you gonna copy his fucking answer? No, but some of you guys do. God, he's gotta be right. He's clearly thought about this. He's also stupid as fuck. Oh man. I mean, the one thing Zip Trader said, the one thing he said in that entire video, which was correct, is AMC technically doesn't need to pay down their entire debt. They don't. You're correct. They don't need to dilute hundreds of millions of shares. They don't. They can dilute 75 and be good for the next 22 years, and especially if they're fucking profitable, AMC might dilute that 75 million shares and not need to dilute again for fucking years. And if they're profitable, they might never need to dilute again. But nobody wants to say that. Oh, why? Because that doesn't go against your bullshit narrative. They might do a one-time $75 million dilution at fucking $25, $30. Pay down enough debt. Now, guess what? Think of how much money they're saving in interest by paying down another $1.3 billion. Oh, no big deal. Probably at what, 16, 17%? You pay down what, $1.3 billion at 17% interest? Oh, that's not going to help AMC out at all. Like I said, guys, there's no bad of this in any way, shape, or form. This doesn't help them. Here's the other FUD. Here's the other FUD. All the synthetic shares are going to go away. Nope, guess what? And I showed you guys this before, and I showed you guys this on fucking Doug Sifu's. I showed you this on their balance sheet. Hey, guess what? When the conversion goes through, you're going to have the proper amount of shares in your account. If you have 258 fucking shares, guess what? When it does a conversion, you're going to have the proper 10-to-1 shares in your account. That means it's on the broker's books. Now, when you do the stock market, I'm going to show you how all of this is the falsest, stupidest thing in the easiest way possible. In the stock market, what happens? You, as a customer, come on over here. I don't know why I made them a square. And you buy from a broker, okay? That broker now sells your order and gets an obligation or a filled share from a market maker. So they get a obligation here. It's on their books and it's on their books. On the market makers thing, it's called owed to brokers. This value does not fucking change. It doesn't just go away. It can't, because that means this guy's going to have shares has to disappear. Why did I do it over his Johnson? This guy over here is going to have shares disappear from his account because it's on his cell phone. He's got this many. So he's got to have them. He's got those obligations right there. Instead of thinking of it, I have 2,000 stocks, because we learned that you don't have 2,000 stocks. What you have is 2,000 obligations that are filled by a broker, that are filled by a market maker. So it's on both of their books. I also showed you guys on Robinhood's balance sheet, because everybody fucking loved to use them when all their numbers came out. It shows you how much they have owed to them by brokers, by market makers. That number doesn't go away. Synthetics don't go away. It doesn't make any sense. The only way that's possible is that guy that looks down at his cell phone, his shares they have to go away. They have to go away from somewhere. Because one day, that means this guy is going to have, let's say he has 200 shares. He can't just suddenly have 20 phantom shares on his phone that aren't filled over here, because he's going to sell them in his broker. And his broker's going to have to fill those. The broker's not just going to say, well, fuck it, I'm going to take a massive hit. No, the market maker's going to have to fill those. When this guy goes to sell, the broker's going to get that filled by the market maker at that moment. So the phantom shares and all that shit people want to go, no, it doesn't let any of them off the hook. It doesn't let any of these guys off the hook. QSIP change doesn't make them convert and doesn't make them fucking cover either. It just switches it over. See, that's the other thing. Here's what they're also saying. Oh, the short interest is going to go down. Who gives a fuck? What I care about is the short value. I've showed you guys many single times. I've explained short value, and I've explained the difference between short percentage. And I told you guys the number one thing YouTubers sell you on is short percentage, which is why you don't get your squeezes on those fucking plays. When you want to chase a short squeeze, you look at the short value number. What is the value of those shorts? Is it fucking massive? And if it's super high, then you look at it and go, hey, is the percentage high as well? I already went over the train scenario. If I am a short and I'm the first person on the train, okay? Let's say you have all these little chairs here, and I'm a short and I get onto the train, okay? And all of a sudden it's 1%. And all of a sudden 30 more people get onto the train, but they go into this car over here. They're all over in this car. Suddenly 40 more people go on. They're in this car. These cars get cramped. This guy's not cramped in his first car. He's still got the whole place to himself. And he's green. He's making money. Because every single time these guys got involved, his position, the price probably dropped. That's why more and more are jumping on, because the price is dropping. The percentage doesn't mean he has any obligation to sell until he's like, fuck it, I've either made enough or I'm ready to get off. If it starts getting cramped, and he goes, all right, even if this car here starts getting cramped, that's still not enough for him to say, well, I need to get off because he's still green. What makes a short seller scared, what makes a short seller nervous, is when they're red, the value of the short percentage is high, and now there's a lot of people on the train. Because now that means if one guy gets off or one guy has something go wrong, that could be enough to make him get fucked. Now him get fucked. And it makes it a bigger and bigger domino effect, which makes him more and more afraid. So high short percentage doesn't necessarily mean they need to cover or that's the one to jump on into. But AMC's value, their short value, is still higher than fuck. And that number will not change when it switches over. Just the percentage number. So the short percentage number will drop because the float will drop from the conversion. But the value will remain the same. So when everybody sits there and tries their bullshit FUD after the conversion, well, the fucking short interest went down. I don't give a fuck if the short interest went down. The short value of that interest is the same. They still need to cover the same amount of value, and that's what I give a fuck about. That's where they're stuck. That value is what turns them from red to green, or green to red. That is what is important. What is their starting position, and can we get them nervous and off it? Why is it the QSIP ID? It doesn't matter, dude. I don't know why people ever talk about that. Like, everybody goes, well, that ID is going to change. The people that say it matters are the people that are trying to cause you fear and FUD about shorts being able to get out of their position because the ID changes. That is fucking correct. I said, I just went over all that. The only reason somebody's going to talk to you about that ID is they're going to say, I promise you, every time, go look at it every single time. The only people that will ever bring that ID up are the people that say, it lets the shorts off the hook. No, you're just fucking an idiot. You will never show me one other person bring that up, and other than the fact they will say, they have to cover because this changes, or they will say it gets them out of the shorts out of it, and it lets them off the hook because the ID changes. Nope, those will be the only two things you will ever hear about the ID, and they're both wrong as fuck. It's just people that don't understand what's going on and want to start shit. Well, it didn't make him cover over on this one, so see, it lets him off the hook. No, it doesn't let him off the hook. You guys are talking about companies like Mullen. Oh, look, they did a conversion. And guess what? Their fundamentals are just as shitty as ever. Their bank accounts are going down every fucking day. The short thesis of Mullen is just getting better. If I'm a short, I'm not covering. An ID change isn't going to make me cover when my short thesis is better than ever. Good. Great. Reverse split away. But today, the difference between AMC and Mullen and our reverse split and our conversion is you kill the fucking short thesis. Did Mullen raise billions of dollars after? No, but AMC's about to. Stop comparing apples to oranges and wondering why they don't taste the fucking same. It's different fruits, different situations, different a lot of stuff, guys. Like I said, this weekend, there's going to be a lot of fucking bullshit, a lot of FUD. You're going to have to fucking fight through all of this, guys. It's going to be insanity. I promise you, this is going to be a crazy, crazy 10 days. You are going to hear people make shit up. I have shown you since day one. These guys don't read filings. They don't even read sentences half the time. They look for words. They open the document, they scan it, and they look for words that they can go ahead and manipulate you on. And then I show you every single time, hey, this guy says this. And I go, yeah, but does he read the very next sentence that shows you really what's going on? No, of course he doesn't. He wants to piss you off. He wants to stir you up. You guys should have known. The second there was that fake fucking smear campaign on me, the conversion was going to happen in a day or two later. And what happened? Somebody always knows. And here I am showing you how it's good in every single fucking way, shape, or form for you guys. And I probably calmed down a lot of you people that were going crazy and watching these guys. Oh, fucking, like I said, look how many people in my chat. Tony Gennaro sold. I don't know. I don't give a fuck who sells. Good, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I know what I hold, and I'm going to keep showing you what you hold until you sell, until you no longer believe. I told you the day Trey left. The day Matt left, no one person, even if I leave, it doesn't fucking matter. No one person is going to make this movement. You guys we're too fucking big. You guys always underestimate yourself. You do. Everybody looks over and, well, the price says this, the price is this. We have no power. You guys are still not ordering to lit exchanges. You have more power than you think. You're just not using it. You guys can still... You win in numbers. How many of you guys have explained this to people you know? Family, friends. How many of you have showed them what's going on in the United States? How many of you have showed them what's going on in their pension funds, their stock markets? How many of you have taken the knowledge I've given you and shown somebody? There's a lot. We win with numbers. We win with exposure. And now we win because financially, AMC can't fucking lose. We win by supporting our company. We win by supporting your investment. You don't like the CEO? Oh well, your fucking money's tied in his hands. You like the company? I mean, in the end of the day, you cannot beat profits. You can't stop profits. Only we can stop profits. Keep supporting the fuck out of your company. Anyone that says support your company is a shill is a fucking dumbass shill themselves. And if you're not and you're that uneducated to go, I don't want to support my own fucking investment company, then don't invest in that fucking company. Why are you in there in the first place? Well, some guy told me there was a squeeze play. There's also 20,000 other plays a fucking week. A YouTuber says, hey, look at the stock squeeze play. They do it every fucking day. Pick one. Most of the people that are complaining are the people that have been chasing all these other plays. The Mullins. Fucking the common sense. Oh, I chased Mullen. Oh, I chased CCOM, and both of them didn't work out. Why are you chasing fucking bad plays? It sounds like you don't know how to invest. Once again, you don't do DD on videos you make. Congratulations. You don't do DD on stocks you invest. Congratulations. But I'm done ranting, man. I think I've been talking for like 2 straight hours. I'm gonna go ahead and re-chat here. If anyone has questions, I'm just reading the chat for a little bit. I haven't looked at it the whole time. I'm fucking jacked. I'm fucking passionate about this shit. We fucking killed the short thesis today. We're profitable last quarter. The fact anybody is panicking blows my fucking mind. The fact anybody's telling people to sell. The fact anybody's freaking out, dude, it's just crazy. The first time in the entire fucking play, the first time in 3 fucking years, you're profitable and you're profitable and you killed the short thesis. Rejoice, guys. Go have a fucking beer. You know what? I'm gonna pack a bong. We're gonna have a celebratory bong ski. Oh yeah. It's a good day, my friend. Like I said, this is a great fucking day. Like I said, these next 10 days, you don't know if AMC is going to go up. It could go down. But the only thing I do expect is APE to get closer to AMC's price. I expect them to equal out and get closer. You know, whether it's $3, $4, $5, $6, who knows what they could get to. That's the thing. Who knows what they could get to. But whatever AMC gets to, I expect APE to be trading around the same exact price. So if you've been buying APE along with me at 88 cents, $1, $1.10, $1.20, I still feel there's room for growth, but obviously Tony DeNaro thought there wasn't. So you guys do you. Everybody trades differently. Everyone has their own opinion, and everyone has their own hand jibbers. Everybody has their own financial needs and situations and bills to pay. So what happens to the people who sold APE and kept AMC? Are we screwed? Why would you be screwed? You're not going to be screwed. See, I don't know how to do. See, I know things. I want to say things you could do some to get some buys and things to help you average down quick and do some things, but I can't really. I'm not supposed to do that. But you're not screwed, man. There's definitely things you guys can do. And if you have a high average still and you're panicking because you know your average is going to go up, like I said, I expect APE to be very volatile over these next couple days. A lot of people are going to see, hey, this is a potential for me to average down. If my app cost, like I said, I wish people would have been doing this when I was talking about it at 88 cents, $1. Because I know there's people out there that have like $40, $50 averages. And it's like, dude, Ape would have been your answer. Ape would have been how you could have got that back down to like a $20 average after the conversion. And you could have been in the green. And I would have loved that. And that's what I wanted to try to get people to do. I wanted to try to help everybody when I was telling you get Ape at that time. Because that way, if after the conversion, if you would have done it and you would have been in the green, how much nicer would you have felt? How much more relaxed would you have felt? You would have been in the green and you would have realized that shorts still didn't cover. And we're still buying and selling. And people would have had more incentive to buy more. And that 75 million that he might need to dilute would have been bought up fast as fuck. And like I said, guys, smart investing is always the way. Logic always needs to take place. And that is the one thing I agree with Tony over. The only thing I agree with Tony last night in that video is logic always needs to take place over emotion. Always. If you trade emotionally, you're going to have a bad time. Logic forever, when the vote went through and you knew it was happening, and then they delayed it even more and dropped the price again. It's like, guys, you got to know those are your opportunities. Just because somebody says that, no, like I said, guys, I just, these YouTubers are fucking pissing me off, is what they're doing. You're up 50% on Ape. I think my average on Ape's like $1.21 or something, dude. I have a lot. It's like $1.40 or $1.50 or something. I don't even know what it is. Like my average was pretty fucking low. I'm feeling pretty good right now. But like I said, everybody used to crush people for options, and you've never ever heard me talk about, oh man, these guys, fuck these guys, they sold options and they made themselves in the green. Dude, I told everybody right away, on that very first run-up, I made my fucking money in AMC. That is why I don't give a shit to shill on it, grift on the community, do all of this bullshit. I'm here to teach you guys as much as I fucking can. Because I'm in it with you. And I believe this is a squeeze play. And I still believe this should be life-fucking-changing money. This stock has been manipulated for 2.5 years at maximum extreme. Show me another one that's ever been manipulated this hard, this fucking long. And had this many backers behind it. And that's the other thing. Well, GME did not have fucking 3.8 million shareholders. I mean, I don't think people understand how many... That 3.8 million shareholders for retail on a stock is in fucking sanity. Show me another stock that has 3.8 million retail shareholders. I don't know if there's one out there. Well, yeah, there is. There's plenty out there, actually. What am I talking about? I'm on drugs. There's plenty out there. Well, not really, because technically, according to the polls, 98% of stocks are owned by the 1%. But I'm sure there's some out there that have like half a share and shit. But like I said, 3.8 million shareholders on retail backing a company's a fuck ton. You have more power than you think, my friends. So I gotta spray this out real quick. Alright, it's been live for 2 hours, man. Alright. So, is there any questions, though? I think I'm gonna head out here. I've been live for like 2 hours. Been going on and on and on. I mean, I was thinking about, I'm probably going to go live tomorrow so we can go ahead and talk about this more. If you guys want, I can go over some more stuff. But I wanted to go over a lot more corruption, like always. I'm going to go back to my old videos. I had a busy week. If you guys look, everyone knows what's going on. If you guys look every week, once a month, I would say there's a week where I suddenly disappear. It's usually when my parents can't watch Little Man. So, gots to be doing that. So, I don't see any oh yeah, phase 1. So phase 1 or phase 6. Phase 6 year 1 ISDA contracts are up on September 1st. Since I made my entire YouTube, I've been talking about those phase 6 videos, and I thought that September 1st, since I've talked about it, was going to be the day that it would explode, because they, most of these corporations take 1-year contracts out. If you guys go ahead and look over here at the Flex Options report, You guys look down here at the flex options report. Just come down here, download, pop this bitch up quick. Oh, I didn't pick a day. Oh, my bad. Is this thing okay right now? All right. So if you guys come down here and look at these. Well, these are actually all dated the same year. Well, back in the day when I showed you guys the flex report option, or this is an options report, most of them were actually dated a year out from the date of phase 6. But a lot of these ones are actually dated short term. Oh, these are a lot of calls. That's why. Calls and puts from yesterday. Oh, duh. Of course this is all fucking short term. They all knew the fucking conversion was coming. Duh. Never mind. This was a bad day to... Let me go back here. Go back here when nobody knew it was coming. What the fuck? Well, usually this used to be like a year out. So right when I first made my phase 6 video here, I thought that this year, because a lot of contracts actually ended on the flex reports constantly 1 year right after this. So right around September 1st. So there are going to be a lot of flex options that expire. So I'm pretty, I'm going to be pretty interested to see if these guys can go ahead and afford to reopen those contracts. Because now they need to have collateral, which they didn't need to have collateral before. So we're going to see if these guys, after September, if phase 6 matters. If it doesn't, I'll be the first one to say phase 6 was a joke because the rest of the world didn't hold us responsible like I thought they would. They ran away from the dollar instead. And then, if you look, they said most of these hedge funds, these banks, these European hedge funds, they just got out of the United States banks. They literally just ran away. So they know what's coming. A lot of people see the crash on the horizon. They know what the fuck's coming, dude. I've been trying to prepare you guys for this massive crash in the United States that's going to happen. I mean, I've shown you guys the housing market should have bursted 5 times over, and they're just literally not letting it. It can't, because guess what? Institutions are buying all the single-family homes, keeping the price up, which also makes it so the supply's low. It's one of the lowest supplies you can find out there. Well, when you have low supply, guess what? Price goes up. Where the hell did I put it? All right. What about credit unions? Here's the thing that I'll say about credit unions. This is why I believe in credit unions. So, and everyone goes, well, can they fail like the big banks? Well, number one, I believe that there's zero chance a credit union is going to fail like these big banks. Credit unions do not over-leverage themselves through ISDA contracts like all of these big banks are doing. On top of that, they use a different insurance. On top of that, when you go to a credit union, you don't have these guys that are millionaires, billionaires in these fucking banks like you do with these big banks. So when they pull their money, if they move, if anything like that happens, you're not going to have that in a credit union because everybody in a credit union is already insured. They already all have under $250,000 because guess what? They're me and you. They're blue-collar average workers. We don't have $250K in the bank. So none of us are going to pull out of a credit union because none of us are worried about our money because it's all insured. Like I said, there's not anybody in credit unions rolling around with like fucking $300 million that's going to destroy them like there was in Valley Bank. So credit unions to me are insanely safe because why would middle class leave the bank out of fear of bank run when everybody in that entire bank is covered? There's no reason for a bank run. The FTDs and the threshold list. Man, I shot everybody. Fucking Overstock was on there for like 600 fucking days. We know the threshold list is a joke. I've shown you guys how they can go ahead and get away from the threshold list. It's just always a fucking... They can do the sham resets, the sham closeouts. We learned that from the Overstock lawsuits that they're able to do that with companies. You have a market maker and a bank, and they go ahead and write contracts. They will go ahead and say that they receive shares, but they'll never send them in their system. They'll take a 1-month contract. Once the contract expires, since the shares were never sent in the first place, they go ahead and cancel out in each other's books. But during that 1 month, the regulator came in and the regulator actually saw the share was there, so they can go ahead and reset the clock. It's a complete fucking joke. But what in this fucking system isn't a goddamn joke? Step away from the course tweet. Dude, I was making fun of Matt Course all day today, dude. Oh my god. He comes on, he says, as predicted, AMC will always be better than Ape. Don't forget those who blatantly lied to you. Like yourself, you mean? There's this video, you guys. I gotta show it to you because it cracks me up. And Sal, he posted all the time, dude. It's just fucking hilarious here. So we're gonna end this on a Matt Course video quick.
And I'll have to stop buying Ape, but it is not that day. I'm still buying. Why would you buy right now? There is no reason to possibly be buying at a new all-time low when it's being diluted. We also know that there's not big blockbuster movies being made. We also know the dilution is moving excessively slow. They finished 3.5%. They only raised $36 million. There is no cohesive, logical argument why anyone should be the...
Oh, man. And now he's feeling like a dumbass. There's no reason to be buying at 88 cents. Why would people buy here? It's at an all-time low. Because... Matt, the only logical thing from that point on for AMC when it goes down that low is instead of killing shareholders' value, is to take that shareholder value back and put it back into AMC. Because you're diluting at 88 cents and eventually you're going to have Anteras and Antera and Antera and Antera. And also you're going to have 10 fucking Anteras in us. Just fucking finger popping us. But once again, like I said, remember, as he says... Remember who lied to you guys. Remember who's been showing you the way. AMC Bigum's here. Remember who's been showing the way the whole fucking time. Direct routing, getting out of these ISDA banks, buying Ape and shit at 88 cents. Just remember who's been guiding you that hasn't, you know, been correct. Stop lumping me in with this fucking guy. That's the only thing y'all do say that pisses me off. You're a tuber. I'm a tuber, dude? I don't think so. I don't believe I'm a tuber. Like, I believe tubers are people who grift. I don't have any grifts. I believe every single tuber has a fucking sponsorship links on the bottom. They all have paid discords. They say shit they don't even fucking know anything about. They don't even read documents. They just read what they want you to fucking hear in a quick scare video. You know, the goods. But, alright guys, I'll try and go live again tomorrow here. Like I said, I got a lot of shit I'm going to show you. If I don't go live tomorrow, I'm going to go live fucking Sunday for sure. I'm going to try, maybe I'll try and go live with, there's a guy, I'll bring him on here. I was thinking about bringing on. He's pretty damn smart. But he's got a lot of shit he can show us about crypto and some things going on over there. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening. I know this was long as fuck, but have a good day, guys. Hope you're all feeling a lot better about this conversion. I hope you guys, if you were panicking, yeah, guys, there's nothing to panic about. We just packed this bong. We'll finish it off on a great hit. Oh, and there's one more thing before I go. I want each and every one of you to listen to this song. And I'm dead serious. I want each and every one of you to listen to this song. It is absolutely incredible. It is about what is going on right now. Just so you guys can listen to 10 seconds of it.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
It's a very, very, very good song. But if you guys haven't heard it, like I said, man, I've been listening to this thing on repeat. It's really fucking good. His voice is incredible too. But thank you guys. Have a good weekend.